Welcome to Raymond James Stadium, the big pirate ship in Tampa, Florida. After a great weekend of college football, an encore presentation here with the great Monday Night Clash here on EA Sports. It's the Colorado State Rams and the USF Bulls. Along with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rose, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Thanks, guys. The Colorado State head coach told me pre-game he understands that they are walking into a very difficult situation today. Their opponents have a big winning streak on hand, but so do they. He said, I believe that we can come and set the tone early. Look for them to be very balanced in their play calling, show why they've won these games 3 in a row, and really set the tone here early in the first quarter. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Bulls headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He stopped, and he's got enough to move the chain. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. This quarterback part of their running game. There he goes. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The Rams have it with the 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Calls his own number. Gain of about 4, sets up a 2nd and 6.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
Back has it. Rushes on. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with the 3rd and 6. A run for the quarterback. He gets it down to the 28-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks, and now we'll see what they do on 4th. Looks as if he's going to run it. Could be an alley. Inside the... And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Rams.
I love the aggressive nature of the play calling there. The opening drive of the game, you have an opportunity on 4th down, obviously, to just kick a field goal, take the lead early, establish some momentum. Instead, they get aggressive. They go for it. And not just get it. They score a touchdown.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out the defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Brought down. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Looking to pass. It's Van Buren. Here comes the heat. He's got it. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They give it to him again. Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a first down.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy. The offensive line gets settled in. Nice start by this offense.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And the Bulls back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Got a little space. Oh, he's got some space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, South Florida. The extra point here would tie the game. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And the finisher came on a terrific 24-yard run to the house. Fielded in the end zone, it's Coleman. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll start on the ground with Darrell Robinson. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Caught over the middle, it's Brown. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're gonna bring out the chains to measure this one.
And to say he has trust in his running back catching the football is an understatement. I mean, there was 2 guys on him. Like, he was absolutely covered, but he still makes the play. And he does that a lot, man. He's a game breaker. He's a guy that can make big plays for this offense. If I'm the QB, though, I might be a little bit careful. If they got that many guys on him, I got to be safe with the football.
Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Hand off Robinson running left. Breaks gets into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They got it out to the 41 with a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Rams are flying down the field. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And this guy's been a weapon throughout the season, man. You've seen him. The ability to throw the football and make plays, but also, just like on this play, man, with his legs, he's going to make you honor them. So he's got that dual threat ability, putting a good season together, man. Inching closer to that 1,000-yard rush mark, that's a big feat for a QB.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They'll try to pick up this third down and keep the drive moving close to midfield. Quarterback keeps it. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. They want to run this quarterback. There's some room. The 40. The 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Colorado State.
It's just so nice to have a signal card who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. This USF offense will open this drive right here. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Bulls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. See some running room. Ball down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. Offense bringing in the big boys, heavy personnel. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. And the Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Isaac. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They give it back to him. Just smothered on the play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, "Sit down, sir."
3rd and 6 yards to go. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Here's some daylight. He gets it oh so close to that imaginary yellow line, but I think he's going to be just a tad short. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off.
And that was an absolute no-brainer. 4th and inches, I'm not going to kick a long field goal. Absolutely not. I'm going to get physical. I'm going to prove my team. I got faith in them. I got trust in them, and it's rewarded, and they get the first down.
make the stop.
The defense wins that one. The offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Tackled almost immediately, not a whole lot on that one. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It's 3rd and 5. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Snaps on 4th down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Gets the back moving. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. On the move. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Using his feet. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. Moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. Throws it back. Under pressure. Underneath toast to coverage. Got it deep downfield. All kinds of room to the right. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Colorado State.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Dan, let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down.
That's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
Sets his feet. It's Van Buren. Look out. At the 15, he's loose. Nice pickup. Gets it to the 20. They move the sticks, and they can still stop the clock. Press center down's going to the air. Escapes the pressure to his right. On the move at the 30. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. The Bulls are in the hurry-up. Drops back on 1st down. Still looking to his right. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. The pass falls incomplete, and and there are 8 seconds left.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. That's going to wrap up the first half here. Now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. And leading things off, we take a look at Miami, taking on the number 10 team, the Colorado Buffaloes.
He's brought down, but a really nice return gets it to the 41.
And it's the Hurricanes, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet. But brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound, no matter who gets the football. We're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Left side is Odom. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. And the Bulls will line it up on 1st and 10.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get...
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. The Bulls want to crank the tempo.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Back to throw. It's Van Buren. Fires left. And the missed connection on 3rd down. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. They'll send the tight end in motion. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanking the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Colorado State takes over the Ram. Offense returns to the field. They'll start on the ground with Brown. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this 2nd half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Pulls it. Now the pitch. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
And that's an interesting call by this offense, man. Like, they go with the run, try to maybe catch them off guard, pick up a few yards, but now decision time. 4th and medium. Does this offense want to now be aggressive and make sure they go for it?
Slips through the line. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Converts on 4th down, still going. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he showed you the arm talent on that throw.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Deep shot for the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, USF. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something we're looking for, but the offense will take it in and get the easy touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. It's Mosley. Fighting off the defender. Turning it on. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the 1st down. The Rams can really attack on this 2nd and short. On the move. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
Off-play action on 1st down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. This is a designed run. And he's brought down after a short gain. And the Rams headed quickly to the line. on 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces the 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And that puck will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the official spot. The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. They fought their way back. A scoring drive, the stop, and now a chance to pull even on this drive late. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Moving the pocket, it's Van Buren. Makes the grab down the middle. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. There he goes. Past the 20. Touchdown Bulls. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football. But here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
The Colorado State offense heads onto the field. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Hit and stop right there. Not much on that pickup. 2nd and long here.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be an 8-yard loss. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. The pick six. He takes it in. Touchdown Bulls.
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Pollock? It's the pick six to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the 4th quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. And now, after being stymied for this entire second half, they must put a scoring drive together here and answer that last touchdown. Oh, he's got some space. Forced out of bounds right at the 33-yard line. Really good pickup there.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
A designed run for the quarterback. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over your yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
Looking for the edge. But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done.
And they really haven't put the ball in his hands and said, go win the game. Like, it's kind of been balanced, but this offense, down the stretch, this is a great indication for this offense because he's making a play through the air in a big moment. Gonna need more of it.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Really nice play call there. You've got enough time to run the ball and mix it in if you want. Understanding you're putting yourself in position now to go win this game.
That boy fast. Goodness gracious. When he pulls the ball down, he can go chew up yards so quick, just like a running back. Man, the speed is evident on that QB.
And you know, everybody likes to call him dual threat. I'd say just plain old threat. He is a problem.
Yeah, and you're putting, at a younger age, you're putting your quarterback now, the best athlete on the field at the quarterback spot, so he can go make plays. And he's used to playing quarterback and throwing the ball and been doing it his whole life.
Now on second down. Quarterback keeper. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice game, this time on the ground.
And this is the chance for this offense. A first and goal, fourth quarter, trying to tie the game up. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. On the move. Touchdown, Colorado State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. Extra point, anything but routine. It's good, and we're tied here in the fourth quarter. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Got some green grass. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. Second down coming up. Scanning the field is Van Buren. Buying time to his right. Got out of trouble and throws. Just had to get rid of it.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. They'll go to the air. They're all over him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. Guys, I can't believe this. They must not trust their defense at all. They're leaving the offense out there, and they're going to go for it here. You want to talk about a high-risk decision. Making the adjustment on the play. Gotta have it here on fourth down. Unloads to the right. It's incomplete. A fourth down stop and the turnover on downs.
I have no defense for that. You have to know situational football better. It's the fourth quarter. It's a tie game. I can't put them in a position to get points right after this. I have to punt that football, play defense, and try to win the game and not gift wrap points in the fourth quarter.
And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. A mere 3 seconds remaining in this one as they'll use a timeout. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And it all comes down to this. Make or miss, win or lose. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.